Hello and welcome back to TNI UK Impacted, episode 253, coming to you live from the Total Non-Stop Impact Network on YouTube and Twitch. And if you listen on the go, then we're also available on SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, and wherever you listen to your favorite shows. I am, of course, your host, the Bison, and today I am joined by the man coming to us from the void of his own mind, of course, the Joeker. Hello, buddy.
How you doing? It's been a long month.
Yeah, but I never lose it, buddy. I never lose it.
Never.
Perfect intro, as always. How's it going, mate?
Oh, it's going good. A little older, less wiser.
A little older, less wiser.
Yeah.
I like it. Let's have a quick hello to some of the people in the chat, shall we? So we've got Paul Mathewson here. We have got Melonhead. We have got Eric Isaac. And we've got Mir Nielsen. Neeson have joined us straight away. Woo, 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 baby. Yeah, we're back. We're back. Hopefully, we will be back now all the way, obviously, till the end of the year. We always take a little break over Christmas. So we'll keep running now right the way through until our Christmas break, and then obviously we'll come back for the impacts leading up to Genesis, which will be which is going to be interesting stuff. But lots have gone on, lots of things have gone on in the last couple of weeks, Joe.
Yeah, just
obviously we
couldn't get the time to all the guys in the US had covered it, so it was like what are we going to cover? So
well, to be fair, we are what you would class as a preview sort of show.
Yeah.
I know we do reviews of the pay-per-views and the specials, but in reality, we are a preview show. If we've got nothing to preview, what is there to talk about?
We were in dead space, never mind empty space.
It was a little bit. I mean, there was a little bit of news here and there. I mean, I suppose we could have come in and done a 15, 20-minute show every week, but I just don't see, it seemed a bit pointless.
Yeah.
We didn't want to waste other people's time. But the dogs are a bit loud. What's going on?
Oh, saying hello. Thank you, Susie. Saying hi.
Oh, the masked dog.
Yeah.
Sammy and Susie are there. Sammy and Susie. But what I was saying was, it's been so we've managed to, over the last couple of weeks, more than others, we have managed to get a few little bits and bobs to talk about. So let's get stuck back into the news and the rumors.
Okie dokie.
And hopefully less noise from the dogs. So rumors on TNA TV deal circulate, with AMC being thrown into the mix now. So it looks like what we've got is we've got the CW and the AMC. What are your thoughts on that? I mean, we are not massively au fait, obviously, with the US TV channels.
Yeah.
Both of these channels are pretty big and will, open up the reach for TNA. What are your thoughts on it, Joe?
Any progress is good progress, and it's good to know that there's now at least one other company that's interested in getting it. And they've had a massive expansion go across Latin America recently while we were away. So it's good to see that the interest in North America is still there.
Yeah, I mean, obviously they're hammering out their deal. That they clearly they're clearly wanting to get a good financial package, and I don't blame them, because at the end of the day, if they want to take TNA to the next level, if they want to be pushing TNA out to a bigger and wider audience, then it is important they get a decent TV deal and they get the money. If they don't have the money,
be a waste of time.
What can they do? You know what I mean? They can't
It'll
just
be pop TV all over again.
Yeah, they can't just keep plowing their own money into it. They've got to get money from somewhere. And a decent TV deal brings in a decent amount of money. We could start securing talent and giving people better deals to attract in some better top talent, and some bigger names. Now, I'm not saying that we should be just focusing on bigger names. Not at all. We need to build our own roster. But you cannot deny that to bring eyes to the product, to bring eyes on the fresh upcoming talent, you need to have bigger names to show, to be able to bring those eyes to the product. So so I'm not saying they need to be doing a Tony Khan and just splashing out on every single WWE star going. But what they do need to be doing is looking to secure some names. And once they do that, then you're going to attract people. You're going to attract the eyes. People are going to start watching the product, especially if it becomes more easily available on TV. And that's gonna become a big part of the future and where TNA goes in the future. That's the way I look at it. The next thing is it looks like Joe Hendry is now announced that he's signed to NXT. But the word is he won't be long before he appears on the main roster and already signed to a main roster type deal. What are your thoughts on this?
Doesn't surprise me. He's made a huge impact on NXT through TNA as it is, and if he was to be stuck, I won't say stuck on like if it's a bad thing, but if he was like put plunks on NXT for another year or two, it would be upstaging talent that needs that push when Joe Hendry's already had that push through TNA. So if he goes to NXT, does a couple of months there, then jumps up to Raw or SmackDown, then it was inevitable, but it's well deserved. And good luck to him and congratulations to him. It's just great to see another TNA talent go through and make it through the big leagues.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm totally there with Dead Punk. He's nice to see you, buddy. We haven't seen him for a while. Obviously, Antonio there and Paul just talking about the Hardys and also that we need to create some strong stories and character builds for the young stars. And I totally agree. That's exactly what we need to be doing. And it's definitely the future. Now, interestingly enough, they're talking about AJ Styles. I'm gonna come to the AJ Styles stuff in a bit. So, Joe, sorry, mate, it's really hard. All I can hear are the dogs. Absolutely, it's driving me up the wall. So, it was also really, really important that Tessa Blanchard win the TNA All-Star Award. She continues to show incredible dedication and readiness to help others, both in the ring and behind the scenes. I don't know if you caught that, Joe, but Tessa Blanchard wins herself a TNA Star Award.
Tessa's got a bit been awarded, and I did see the other names, but I'll just quickly bring up the TNA news thing because I'm sure there was a couple more that was announced.
Hey, Courtney, nice to see you.
Hello, Courtney.
Bob
Good
Dowie.
to see you.
There you go. He's asking us about Mike Santana. Well, we'll get to that in a second.
It's gone. Yeah, but Tessa Blanchard, showing that she's, or any negative shit that's been lingering around her is now just all on the people who won't let it go. The locker room's different place. It's a family atmosphere. You're going to fall out. You're going to make up. And she's just putting in the work backstage as well. So all I can say is it's just good to see again all the locker room getting praises and that and bumps from the production team and everything, management, just keeping all that big family atmosphere, keeping them showing that they're all being appreciated regardless, and all that sort of stuff. It's just really
exactly. I think TNA have done TNA and Tessa herself.
Yeah.
I think they've done a fantastic job on creating that redemption story. Now, if you remember a couple of years ago when it was always popping up, we all should Tessa come back to TNA, blah blah blah, and I always remember saying that there is an amazing redemption story there. There is a redemption story there, and as a heel, I think there is no one better in female wrestling. Right, in female wrestling, there is absolutely no one better than Tessa Blanchard as a heel. Come on, let me know currently in the wrestling world, right? Out of all the brands, Tell me who is better heel than Tessa Blanchard.
I couldn't name one off the top of my head. The best one that would come to mind in the past would have been Taya Valkyrie on TNA or Deonna Purrazzo on TNA. They were fantastic heels. And I couldn't name anybody.
No, but neither of them are able to draw the kind of heat that Tessa can draw. She
got everyone to hate her so quickly when she needed to, and then she got everyone to love her so quickly when she needed to. It was so.
Like Paul saying, you got to give Tessa credit. She deserves the credit as well. She does. She's putting in the work. She's putting in the effort. Maybe maybe she is finally growing up. I don't know.
Yeah, it's
me that's disappeared, or is that Joe?
No, you're still there. It's now that she's gone further into her career. Everything's all.
Evening, Gibster.
Things have started to settle down a bit more.
I got a funny feeling that's me. I'm gonna have to leave. Oh, god damn it.
Okay. Bison's coming back in a second. I think there's a problem with his connection. And hello. Welcome.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. I don't know what the hell happened there. It just suddenly all froze up on me. But anyway, hey, Dead Punk.
You came back into the void. Welcome back.
I disappeared into the void, and I'm back in the void. I don't know, whatever, one or the other. But anyway, I'm here, and I agree with that. Though, I think maybe Tessa is finally growing up. She's shown a bit more maturity. I don't know, but I just think that what she's done since she's come back is a true redemption story, and it's what we talked about a couple of years ago, that I thought that this redemption style story was definitely there, and she is one of the best heels. There's no doubt about it. She's an amazing heel, amazing, and the heat she draws is just incredible, See, nobody in the chat has given me anybody.
No Dead Punk's giving endorsements to Deonna Purrazzo again, but it's really hard to think of anybody outside of the outside of TNA in recent years that's really brought them the heat that Tessa Blanchard has. I couldn't think of anyone even back in the Attitude Era, but then women weren't booked as seriously as they are now. And from AEW, the only woman that's really drawn any heat there is Britt Baker that I can think of. And that was at the start of Dynamite, and I don't know what she's done since. And so it's a shame, but it just shows that Tessa's just one of a kind, really. So how can you go beat something that's unbeatable or undeniable?
Yeah, she is, man. She's absolutely, and I also think we need to make Tessa. She needs to be the Knockouts champion eventually. She needs to. I think the full redemption will be her becoming the Knockouts champion. I think that would be amazing. I do. I really do. Oh, do I keep disappearing?
No, it's coming on again. You're right now. You're good.
Yeah, fair enough. Right. Okay. This past couple of weeks, the WWE have been running the Last Time Is Now tournament. And so we've had Matt Cardona, who faced LA Knight in a losing effort. And then this past week, I think we had Dolph Ziggler returning. Obviously, Nick Nemeth returning WWE, but his ring entry, he made it very clear TNA was in the house. And that was a very close match that against Solo Sikoa. Really good. I saw the highlights of that. I thought it was good. I enjoyed that. Did you see the highlights, or have you seen it?
I saw his entrance, and the crowd went fucking wild when Dolph Ziggler returned, and everyone was saying, WWE dropped the ball when they let him go, and when they booked him the way he did after he became world champion, just made him look lower down the card. He just absolutely blew everybody away and was welcomed back like he should be. And so the same with Matt Cardona. When I saw his entrance, everyone just went mad to see him again as Zack Ryder. It was those are two guys who busted their ass for ages in WWE and just got swept into the carpet, or as we all know the story with that by now, so you don't need me rambling on about it. But you know, when they come back,
the only thing that bothers me about it is that, you know, I mean, I understand why they do it, but you know, they brought them back as their former characters when in reality that's not who they are anymore. You know, and I think, I don't know, I just almost feel that because they're signed to another brand. Well, I suppose Matt Cardona isn't.
Yeah, Matt Cardona's been
Nick
yeah, Matt's been teasing like going to WWE for ages, so that was inevitable. But Nick Nemeth also said he wanted nothing to do with the NXT side of everything. So so he's basically going in basically in tribute for John Cena, because he's worked with him and been one of his biggest rivals for a while. So it's all just, you know, to show support for John Cena, as he's in his last 2 matches now after this Raw. So he's only got 2 matches left, and then he's retiring from wrestling, which is pretty amazing and pretty sad and pretty incredible. I didn't realize John Cena had been wrestling for like 25 years in WWE. It's incredible.
Well, he's unwell, isn't he? I think I've heard that he has an issue with degrading bone mass. Now, I don't know how true that is. That's what I've heard. But yeah, so he walks a bit funny these days.
Yeah.
I don't know if you noticed that. He walks with almost like a hunch. Not a hunch, but like a lean.
Yeah.
He leans forward when he walks. But yeah, so it's, you know, there's lots of interesting stuff going on there. Antonio is saying if TNA goes to AMC, they have AMC Plus, which adds $6.99 a month without the $9.99 a month. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I don't think AMC. I think that's just another. What's the word? It's just a.
Another name, but it's just maybe.
I think it's just thrown it into the hat, if you know what I mean. I think that's what's going on there. I honestly believe 100% it's CW. It's CW all the way, and it makes perfect sense. You know, like the fact that they are advertising TNA talent on on CW. CW are advertising the TNA talent. If you watch CW push TNA talent. So, you know, if they didn't go to CW, I'd be so surprised.
Yeah.
Really, really. I mean, I think AMC would have to throw a lot of money in the pot, to say the least, if that was the case. Gibster's right. I agree. I think
I was going to say we're going to have a BISON rental soon coming, but
let's not talk about that right now. But anyway, so it's good to see. Anyway, it's good to see those goes there. It looks like Des is back with TNA, as he's now been added to the roster page. So we don't know if that is come with a contract as of yet. We've not heard anything like that. But even if he's on a handshake deal for 6 months or something.
There's rumours that Wentz's contract is up in December too, so it might be him and Wes are there through to the end of the year, and then they'll be doing like something similar to Jake Chris and just working with Wrestling Revolver and working the independent scene. But still, that having all 4 of them come out at Turning Point was so brilliant to see. But we'll go into that a bit more later on. But just to see Wes back in TNA. As Desmond Xavier, it was just so great to see too, because I was so heartbroken when they all 3 of them left. It was one of the most gut-wrenching departures I've seen since watching TNA, and then to see them all come back, it's just like, oh, this is fantastic. Almost like a year to the day when they left. Like,
okay,
it was so good.
Right. Let's talk about this. Impact returns with a live show that ends in controversial fashion, with Frankie Kazarian calling his shot at TNA World Champion Mike Santana. Gets a beatdown by the NXT invading stars to win the world title. Okay. Bullshit. Right. I honestly believed that Frankie Kazarian was never going to win that world title, right? Because it doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't put bums in seats. However, and the NXT thing, come on, what the fuck? Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, seriously, you know, are we not done with this shit? I I don't know. I'm not sure on that at the moment, but let's see where it goes. You know, I'm always one for letting things pan out a little bit and see where it goes, because quite often things do pay off. All right, but
Yeah, I
the
was a bit
only
disappointed, and I was like going for Kazarian to be champion, but I thought not now, not that way. Too soon.
for me, I'm gutted in the sense that they built Mike up all that time. They took
Yeah,
all that time to build him up, and then all of a sudden they rip the title off him in that fashion. It's just not. It's not
yeah,
great. Not great.
yeah. It's not the same as Moose. What Moose did to Josh Alexander. You know that was different. This was almost insulting.
It felt that way to me, and I could
Yeah.
understand why you would be upset. But at the end of the day, obviously, it is a storyline. He knows what's going on.
Yeah.
Hey, Dave Strummer. We got a few new people in today, haven't we?
Yeah. Welcome.
Hello, welcome to the show, guys. Anyway, the only reason that this makes any potential sense is if, okay, the rumor of AJ Styles versus Kazarian is on the cards.
I hope so.
Now I heard, what I heard was, and I heard it from quite a credible source as well. This is not just bullshit online. I've heard that they are in negotiation. They are waiting for someone to sign it off and have a fun. And the rumor is that the main event for TNA Genesis will be AJ Styles versus Frankie Kazarian for
Nick
the TNA World
call
title.
a shot. Nick Nemeth will call a shot on the main event and then pin the champion afterwards. That'd be brilliant too. Extra salt on the wounds if Kazarian wins or loses.
Yeah. No, definitely. No, Dead Punk, you misunderstand me. Bring Dead Punk singer. You misunderstand me. I don't necessarily believe he doesn't deserve it. That's not what I'm saying. You know, he's a well-worthy deserve as a TNA fan, right? Of all the years that I've been a fan, including back in I think 2007 I started watching. Trust me, I am a fan of Frankie Kazarian. I think especially his heel work these days is fantastic, right? But from a business point of view,
when you built Santana up all year, you put him over Joe Hendry. And Joe Hendry was the guy, and you put him over Joe Hendry, and you put him over guys like Steve Macklin, who should be world champion.
I just feel that, like, unless you've got something up your sleeve, like an AJ Styles, like that is the match that AJ wants, for instance, or that is the match that they're going to do, then there is no other reason for Frankie Kazarian to be the world champion. None. Frankie Kazarian is not going to fill a stadium. He's not going to put 8,000 bums in seats. Yeah, that's not. So even if that happens, if we get a main event, it's going to be AJ Styles that puts the bums in the seats. It's still not going to be Kaz. Right? Now, that is the thing. That's what you have to think about, So that's my point here. It's not necessarily about, do I think he deserves it? Yes, I do think he deserves
just not that
credit.
way.
Just not. But it's, I don't know. It's just not. I can understand this. If this is what this ends up being, I get it, and I'm 100% behind it, right? Because if that gets AJ Styles in, then fantastic. I'm all over that. But see, now there you go, Mir. Now this is what I was actually going to state this as well. Can you imagine though, if then Mike Santana gets put into this match?
Yeah.
And it's Mike Santana that actually comes out the victor in this match, pinning Kaz. So AJ doesn't lose. You get AJ in the main event. We get Kaz. We get Mike Santana getting that thing back. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, Norris also pretty much said what a lot of us have been too. We're not so much angry. We're just confused about what the hell was going on with TNA's booking at the moment.
I think so. Yeah, I agree.
We got the Knockouts champion going back to NXT and no credible challenger ready for that, and then you got this. So it's like, oh, for fuck's sake, guys, where's the stability?
100%, 100%. And to answer Mir, I don't think Mike Santana's going anywhere.
No.
he has seen the most. He's been given the biggest opportunity of his life right now at TNA. Even if he only signs for another 12 months, he's definitely re-signing. He's not going to go anywhere. At the end of the day, he's been given a massive opportunity. And if he stays for another year to really consolidate a world title run, he's got more chance of gaining traction within, WWE or whoever potentially would come along to sign him. Let's face the facts. If WWE are going to sign Joe Hendry, they're going to sign Mike Santana at some point.
Yeah.
They are. He's a way better wrestler. Plus, and I'm going to throw this one in the ring as well, the fact that TNA have just signed a massive, massive deal with Caro tells you that they need to keep Mike Santana on board.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's another reason why I think Mike Santana in the new year will be the world champion once again in 2026.
Oh, definitely. I can see him winning the belt in 2026. Hopefully, Genesis or Rebellion.
Yeah, without doubt, he's definitely going to be back on that title trail. There is no doubt about that. But there you go, guys. But let's have a little chat about Turning Point, Joe. Let's get in the Turning Point.
Okie dokie.
Now we started off with the countdown kicks off, and obviously that was free on the old social medias. And Tony, yes, Mike, I'm telling you now, Mike is staying. I agree with you. Gia Miller is awaiting the arrival of Mike Santana, but the new TNA World Champion Frankie Kazarian pulls up instead. After TNA Wrestling was overrun by NXT superstars at the previous night's Impact, Director of Authority Santino Marella is on guard outside the venue. I thought that was quite funny. Then we get the opening match. We get a three-way match with Jake Something defeats the hometown man, and of course Mance Warner with the beautiful Steph DeLander in his corner.
Congratulations to the both of them on their marriage recently.
Yes, very much so. But it was good to see Jake. It was really good to see Jake. Did you enjoy this one?
I loved this match. It was so good. It was so good to see Jake Something get the win, but it was also great to see the hometown man flying like crazy. And then I saw Cody Dean's tweet on X the night after Turning Point saying, "I love this guy. I love seeing this guy flying around and keeping it all kayfabe." And it's so good. The match was really entertaining. I just wish there was a second match on the pre-show, because if this match alone, it was good, but it wasn't. It was only one match. They needed, two matches on the pre-show at least is always good. But this match
but it wasn't very long though, was it?
Yeah,
that's the thing. It was back to the half an hour format.
Yeah.
But we then got Gia Miller interviewing B.D.E. I don't even know who this guy is, but I believe he's trained by Sami Callihan. I don't know if that's right. It was part of Sami's school, possibly. I don't know. But anyway, he who promises to embarrass AJ Francis in their match later on tonight. We then get the new TNA World Champion Frankie Kazarian, who hosts a special edition of the King's Speech. Just one night after calling his shot at Mike Santana, Kazarian insists that he had nothing to do with the NXT superstars who attacked Santana in the main event. Kazarian invites TNA President Carlos Silva to be his special guest on the King's Speech. Kazarian then questions why Silva did not present him with the TNA World title when he won it last night. Silva congratulates Kazarian on winning the title, but says that they are conducting an investigation into the attack from NXT. The Nemeth interrupt as Nick accuses Kazarian of being behind it all. Nick vows to call his shot after tonight's big tag team main event. And then Turning Point kicks off. I mean, I thought, I'll be honest with you, right? I actually thought that the build through the countdown was pretty good this time.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I prefer when there's two matches, but the build it didn't drag. It didn't drag on. It was to the point, and everything was relevant.
I mean, that thing that we had with the build up to Bound for Glory, was it Bound? It was the Bound for Glory one. It was bloody awful, absolutely awful. And you know, I was like, oh, this better be good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it was definitely better. It was definitely better. I hope they learned from their mistakes there. But turning point then kicks off, Joe, with a TNA World Knockout Championship match. And after what I thought, to be fair, was a really competitive match, Kelani Jordan defeated M by Elegance. So, but it was a good match. I really enjoyed it. M is good, man.
She's fantastic. I am so glad that she is with TNA. She's just incredible.
Yeah, she's absolutely superb. I've got so much time for M. She's great. But I mean, they're both good, to be honest.
Yeah,
they really are. I'll tell you what, I'm really interested to see what goes on with this Mr. Elegance thing that they've got going on. That's going to be interesting. I'm assuming that probably will kick off this week. But yeah, so that's going to be interesting as well. Gia Miller then catches up with Lei Ying Lee, Zaya Brookside, and Mara Sade. All three knockouts speak on their championship aspirations when they are interrupted by the arrogant Ryan Nemeth and his big brother. Yeah, so there was that going on. I love the way Lei Ying Lee is speaking Chinese all the time, and Zaya Brookside just sort of is almost like an interpreter for him, which is quite good. Anyway, NXT General Manager Ava assures Director of Authority Santina Morella and TNA NXT liaison Ariana Grace that she knew nothing about the attack from NXT stars on the previous night. Do you believe her, Joe?
Nah, Shawn Michaels says he doesn't know anything about it either. Someone knows something.
Yeah, come on. Then they what they should be doing then is if they know nothing about it, they should be finding their stars, right?
Yeah, they should all be under investigation, suspended, and all
they
that.
They should be suspending these people. They should, you know what I mean? They should be doing something about it.
Yeah,
but they don't appear to be, do they?
No, they're not.
No, very strange, very strange.
Also,
we then get the AJ Francis and the B.D.E match. Now, AJ, I mean, this was good because that B.D.E is pretty good.
Yeah, he's really impressive.
Yeah, he's pretty good. I think he's got a good presence about him. He's got a good physique. He's very, very agile. Very, very agile. That's for sure. But of course, AJ Francis was just too big, and
that powerbomb onto his head smacked off the back of the apron. Oh, that was painful.
Man! But of course, you get the best, best, choke slam ever. Was in there as well. But yeah, I thought this was a good match. Do you enjoy it?
I did. It was a really, really solid match and a really good showing from someone who I know almost nothing about. So it's, I was really impressed. Because there's been a lot of like YouTube guys jumping into boxing and wrestling recently, and people have been really skeptical. Well, are they actually any good? Are they just doing it for views, or are they actually doing it for the love of the business? And
I think I've got to say, like, I know that not everybody is a big fan of Logan Paul, for instance, but he's good.
Yeah,
he's a good wrestler, man. He's really good. I think this guy is good. He's good, and he's not like he's self-trained or whatnot. He's being trained. He's being trained.
That's the other thing. He's putting in the work, and he's just YouTube is just something he's using to expose himself more.
Exactly. What, really? He's exposing himself.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like Ethan Page did it. He had all of his vlogs and stuff on YouTube while he was training to be a wrestler, and while he was wrestling, I agree. So it's nothing new.
I'm trying to wind you up, buddy. Calm down.
I know. I'm trying to get an extra perspective out there for those out there who are still critical of him.
Yeah. Fair enough. Dead Punk. Yes, I agree. Robert Stone is behind it all. I agree. Yeah. And I agree with Jesse Goddard as well. I think Jesse Goddard would be a great Mr. Elegance.
Definitely.
Anyway, during an interview with Gia Miller, TNA International Champion Steve McLean reveals that he has not heard from Mike Santana, that he's willing to go it alone against Frankie Kazarian and Nick Nemeth tonight. So yeah, well, that's because he's the man. He's going to hold the line.
Yeah.
Indi Hartwell defeats Dani Luna in a no DQ match. I was shocked at that. I honestly thought Dani was going to win.
Yeah, I was disappointed that Dani Luna lost. She was just dominating throughout this entire match.
Yeah, I was gutted on that. I was gutted, because I really want to see Dani get a push. I think Dani's amazing.
Yeah. Dani to bring the Knockouts title home. That's what I'm saying. Dani
Yeah.
Luna. If it's not Tessa Blanchard, then Dani Luna to bring the Knockouts title home.
Oh man, I can see. Can you imagine if it was Tessa though?
Yeah, if Tessa was it, that's what my ideal thing. Just then put the whole anti-hero thing back in. It would be brilliant.
But absolutely, mate, absolutely. Now, NXT General Manager Ava has hired extra security to ensure that the NXT superstars don't attack like they did last night. Wow.
Yeah, NXT hired it. I thought it was Santino who hired it, so that explains a lot more too.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, so then we get the TNA Knockouts World Tag Team Champions, the Iinspiration, defeating the Angel Warriors, of course, Xia Brookside and Ying Lee, and Victoria Crawford and Mila Moore, because it turns out that Tessa was not cleared to perform, so they got Mila Moore in, who got quite a reception. She came out, looked fantastic.
Good to see her back.
I thought she did okay. I thought she did pretty well in the match as well. Did you enjoy this one?
I thought it was a okay match. I wasn't inspired by the Inspiration, but the other two teams were fantastic. It was really good to see Mila Moore back finally. I'm just waiting to see when are we going to see Jay Stone again now. But it was so good to see that one of the newest knockouts come back and make a really, really impressive showing. And the Angel Warriors were really good too. So they were on fire throughout most of this match.
I think they will eventually be the tag champs. I think they're amazing. I think those two are a fantastic tag team. They really, really are. I'm proper done on that. Dani should get that one. She's the top female heel of TNA for the Jordan. She's not though, is she? Because Tessa Blanchard is.
Yeah. Tessa's not actively wrestling at the moment, so Dani is up there, and like you said, if Dani is the Jordan Grace of TNA right now.
I guess.
I
guess so, but she's not the top heel. There's only one heel. There's only one top heel, and that's Tessa Blanchard. Order 4, Mustafa Ali and the Great Hands, with Tasha Steelz and Special Agent Zero, defeat Cedric Alexander and the TNA World Tag Team Champions, the Hardys, Matt and Jeff. That was interesting.
Really good match. Really solid. Really entertaining.
Yeah, very, very good match. I really enjoyed that match a lot. And yeah, in fact, I think I went back and watched some of the highlights of that one. I enjoyed that match a lot. What were your thoughts?
This is where the around this time was when the whole event really got my attention and kept my interest going, because it had been 4 weeks since Bound for Glory, so I've not paid any attention to TNA the entire time I've been away, apart from looking at highlights and that. So this is when it really grabbed my attention and thinking, wow, this is really, really good. And it was Cedric Alexander and the Great Hands really, really shone through in this match. We knew Mustafa Ali is amazing. We knew the Hardys are amazing, but we got to really see how great the Great Hands were. And Cedric Alexander was just on fire every time he was involved in this match. And then Agent Zero coming in, destroying everybody as he does. That was great. The way getting the Hardys to basically walk out the match because they're trying to deal with him. That was a great way to set up the finish on the match too. So it was all perfectly played out.
Yeah, definitely. I totally agree. But
Tasha took a hell of a bump too from Matt Hardy. That just a fate. That was mean.
But Joe, it was then surpassed, in my opinion, by the Rascalz all together. Des, Trey, Zach, and of course Myron, all back together. The full Rascalz defeating the system of JDC, Moose, Eddie Edwards, and Brian Myers, of course, with Alicia Edwards in the corner. This match, mate.
One of my favorite matches of the night.
was the dogs danglies. I thought this
Yeah.
match was fantastic. Um, and the talent that was on display in this match was just
Insane.
unbelievable.
It was
Unbelievable.
blinking you miss it action from start to finish. I might have to actually rewatch this match because I was thinking that while it was going, blinking you miss it, and oh god, I have to watch that match again.
Oh, what a match! What a
Yeah.
match, guys.
And JDC's leaving in January too. That was a huge surprise to me too. I didn't know anything about that until the event started that JDC was leaving. So that was a huge shock to me. So it's like, whoa, this is the guy that beat Chris Jericho at WrestleMania. He can't be going.
Yeah, yeah. I was surprised at that as well. But you know what? I mean, again, he can't be cheap.
No, and then you hear Tom Hannafin went over his history as well a lot in this match. Where he started out and everything. He's been wrestling for 27 years.
He's been wrestling a
Yeah,
long
that's
time.
a lot longer than I thought he was. So
And maybe, I think it's probably time that he retired because at the end of the day, you've got to know, like he knows his own body.
yeah,
And
you know your limits.
he's got to know that he hasn't got many bumps left.
Yeah,
You know,
he was so good in this match.
and
So,
you
so
don't want to go out. You don't want to go out injuring yourself badly and or anything like that. And then
Yeah.
that would like kind of you got to know when to go. And I think he did. Did you see the Breezango reunion after the Impact taping on Saturday? I didn't.
No, I didn't know. I didn't know that. I didn't know Tyler Breeze was that. That'd be really, really cool. That's just really nice to see. That they're still in contact. They're still friends. That's good to see.
Yeah, that was really good. Really, really nice. I didn't know that. After the match, both teams embrace in the middle of the ring, as you would expect. Eric Young blames Santino Marella for TNA's problems with NXT. Do you agree with that?
Oh, well, I think Santino's got some explaining to do. His daughter hasn't exactly been the greatest enforcer when she's been there and keeping all the things calm. That she let Robert Stone come in and cause all that shit he did, and now look where it's gone to now. So Santino's got some questions to answer.
Yeah. I mean, he's Eric is obviously wanting to cleanse.
Yeah.
I'm actually quite liking the build to this. It's very similar to Violent by Design, but different at the same time. It's still creating some kind of cult thing, isn't it? That's what he's trying to But yeah, I don't know. I'm still on the fence with it because the way they've always seemed to do it with Eric is he has this thing and he's supposed to be like this badass, but he keeps losing matches. So I don't know. That bugs me. But anyway, TNA X Division champion Leon Slater, after an absolutely banger of a match of the night. The match of the night again. This is a match of the year contender once again. Defeated Rich Swann for the TNA X Division Championship. Man, Leon Slater is the man. We knew this anyway, but Leon Slater is the man. And another absolute banger of an X Division Championship match. Did you enjoy this one, Joe?
Match of the night alongside the match we did prior to it. Those are the two biggest highlights of the night. But this match was just as good as when he took on Rich Swann way back in Rev Pro a couple of years ago. I've seen that match on the internet, and I saw seeing this match yesterday. Wow, what a match! The amount that both of them have changed since then and now, it's just insane. Rich Swann is looking so incredible, and Leon Slater is just a completely different wrestler altogether. It's just so good. This match could have been main event, and then that stole the show.
I'm still upset that they haven't brought Dyrese in though.
Yeah, that's a huge what the fuck moment there.
I don't get it. They're missing out on an opportunity there. I think, and because Dyrese is fantastic. He's got it. He's got it all as well. And he is the sort of guy that they should be bringing in to build into a star.
Definitely.
And do exactly the same with him that they've done with Leon.
Yeah.
In my opinion, he's like, to me, he's like he's not as big, obviously, as Ron Killings. But he's fantastic. He's great on the mic. He's got a unique, entrance when he comes in. He's got a good look, and he's fantastic in the ring. I mean,
Yeah.
come on, the dude is great. Hey, Chris, nice to see you, bud.
Hey.
They're all coming in today. They must have missed us, Joe.
Oh yeah, it's great to see everybody coming in. I've missed you guys. These past 4 weeks I've been crawling on the walls thinking when are we going to.
Yeah, it's been a nightmare. It's been a nightmare.
Yeah.
I'm all right. It's like for me, I'm snowed under with so much shit going on at the moment.
Yeah.
Like, well, not shit actually. No, I don't. That's the wrong term. But
Us.
I've got so much going on at the moment. So much, stuff I'm doing that my weeks go past really, really quick. Like this past month, to you it seems like forever. To me, it just feels like a week. You know what I mean? It
Yeah.
doesn't feel long at all. For me, it's been needed actually.
Yeah.
Having a little bit of a break away to do other things and focus on something else without worrying about making sure I get the script done for the show, making sure we get all the visuals done, make it the advertising, everything else.
Yeah.
It's been it's been quite nice, really. It has. It's been quite nice. But I am enjoying being back, so don't take that as anything other than the fact that it's just been nice to have a little break. TNA Wrestling honors the memory of Leon Slater's grandmother, Valerie Slater. Will now turn his attention towards NXT Gold Rush this Tuesday. Obviously, it has he and Javon Evans challenge Dark State for the NXT Tag Team titles. We'll get to that in a second. Main event time, Joe. Main event time. No sign of Mike Santana. So Macklin, the badass that he is, decides that he ain't backing down for nobody, and he's holding the line, baby, until Mike Santana eventually made his presence felt, and we then get a Mike Santana and TNA International Champion Steve Macklin defeating Frankie Kazarian and Nick Nemeth.
Really good match. Really, really good match.
Yeah. I enjoyed this a lot.
I like the fact that they kept Santana out for so long and Macklin held his own. It was just good in-ring storytelling, to be honest. It was just a great way to keep the build for the match. People thought Santana's had enough. He's going to leave. He's going to, just let him get on with it now. He's fuck it. He's going to WWE. Santana's not coming back to help everybody. But no, Santana turns up and we get one of the best matches of the night. And the Bison is back again. Now his connection is just dropped again. Welcome back.
Hello, I am back. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
So what I was saying was that they made Steve Macklin look really strong.
Yeah, they made him look brilliant. They made him look strong. They basically added to what it is to his character. He's always saying he's going to be holding the line. That's exactly what he did. He held his own for about nearly 10 minutes or so until Santana came up, and Santana just came in and whooped ass.
Yeah,
that busted arm isn't going to stop him from kicking someone's ass or spinning someone's block.
Spinning someone's block.
Yeah,
totally.
That's exactly what he did. STV
exactly.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah. After the match, Nick Nemeth contemplates calling a shot on TNA World Champion Frankie Kazarian, but before he can, the NXT superstars return to assault all 4 TNA wrestlers. Sinner and State and the security team, and even Director of Authority Santina Marella are laid out by Robert Stone, Lexis Kin, Stax, Brooks Jensen, Charlie, Dempsey, and High Riz. The Hardys are armed with steel chairs, but they too fall victim to the numbers game. TNA Turning Point then obviously goes off air.
Where was Joe Hendry?
Where was Joe Hendry?
I think Joe Hendry's behind the NXT invasion.
Well, he's gone, mate.
Yeah, it's just crossed my mind now. Where's Joe Hendry? He's been like the face of the company almost all year, and now he's not there again when NXT are there. Something's not right there.
No, exactly. That is a bit really strange, isn't it? Bonkers. No, Bonkers. You've got it wrong. We're now in the void.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. We're in the void right now. You're in the void with me and Joe.
Yeah. It's just when you come into the void.
When the show's over, we then leave the void.
If you can.
So I was falling out of the void. I'm now coming back into the void. That's how it works. Yeah, that's how it works. Anyway. Exactly, yeah. Who attacked Nick Nemeth as well on Impact?
Yeah.
You're right. Now,
Ariana's, that'd be so good if it was just all down to her. And
can you imagine? That would be crazy.
Ariana Grace is the one behind it all.
And it's all because she's got something against her dad.
Yeah.
You know.
It'd be like if it's Stephanie McMahon, but TNA.
Yeah, insane.
And Ariana's not a trash bag for $3 slappers.
Yeah. That's it.
Bringing up Rock and Jericho because those two guys are so awesome at destroying the McMahons.
Yeah. Thank you, Billy the Fish. That's a good one. That's a good call. After Dark State made their presence felt during the TNA X Division title match between Leon and Siobhan Evans at Bound for Glory, Slater and Evans joined forces to challenge Dion Lennox and Osiris Griffin for the NXT tag titles. The action was fast and furious as Slater and Evans dazzled with their innovative offense, but it didn't take long before Dark State used the numbers game to their advantage. In the end, Evans and then inevitably collided with Slater, allowing Dark State to connect with the Doomsday device to score the victory. Yes, it was a big match. I saw the highlights. It looked pretty damn good, actually. That teaming though of Leon and Javon is badass.
Yeah, they're so good together. Their match was incredible at Bound for Glory, and they've teamed together at least twice now, and they just click perfectly.
Yeah, I mean, and you're right, Billy. They made Leon look really, really strong. Yeah, really, really strong. So yeah, interesting stuff. They also made a big thing that next Tuesday on NXT Gold Rush. Week 2, the TNA Knockouts World Championship is up for grabs. Kelani Jordan defends against Ying Lee and Jordan Grace. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Could we see Jordan Grace take the title? What do you think?
I'd love it. I would love it if Jordan Grace took the belt and then came back to TNA and then had to face Tessa Blanchard of all people again to get, or face Dani Luna first and then maybe go through Tessa Blanchard if Luna falls short. And have like almost how Jordan Grace left be the reason why the Knockout title comes back to TNA. That would be so cool.
Yeah, it's interesting. It is interesting. I think you're right. I'm sorry, but the whole story around Tessa's sort of kind of redemption as a member of the roster, I think would be great to end with a knockout championship. I really do.
I've just got so many ideas coming through when Jordan Grace was mentioned. It's just because she's someone that I still have a hell of a lot of respect for. She was just amazing, and she still is just amazing now. She's in a different company.
Yeah, definitely. I'd like to see Lee win. I must admit, we all know that I'm a massive Lei Ying Lee fan, but that's for other reasons. But yeah, she's awesome. Got loads of time for her. But would be interested to see. But Joe, this Thursday we've finally got Impact back on, obviously from last week, but we're back on now. But this Thursday we have got a 2 KO contender 4-way matches. So the first match is Dani Luna versus Rosemary versus Indi Hartwell versus Mila Grace. I got a funny feeling Dani Luna is going to win that.
I hope so.
Yeah, we then got Zaya Brookside versus Killer Kelly versus Victoria Crawford versus Jodie Frett, and I think Jodie Frett's going to win that.
Oh yeah, because the last time they faced off was Jodie Frett called her out a couple of weeks ago, and I think she lost to Dani Luna. I did watch that, but I can't remember the results now. But that was a pretty damn good match too. Seeing them two.
I think that would be interesting.
Yeah.
Dani versus Jodie for the number 1
round 3.
Yeah, that would be really good. So I'll be interested in that. We're going to hear from Mike Santana, Joe. Obviously now he's not world champion. He's going to have something to say about that. We know.
Someone's going to get a fat lip.
So someone's definitely going to go down there. And we've got Matt Cardona versus Mance Warner. Now I don't know. I think this is Mance's win. I think Mance's going to win this because from what I gather, Matt's now done. I believe he's heading back to WWE as Zack Ryder, from what I can gather. But I haven't seen anything else released at this time. So unless anybody has seen anything recently in the last hour or so, please.
It's been pretty quiet on their website too, so I've not seen anything apart from what you've mentioned now. So and still those three matches alone, I'm really interested in seeing. You know, I want to know who the next number one contender for the Blackouts Championship is going to be. Hopefully, it's going to be someone that is going to really put up a really good fight, like by Elegance did against Kelani Jordan, because that was such a good match of both of them. And Kelani Jordan, lover or hater, is really good. I was really impressed with her match back at Bound for Glory when she won the title. That was really good. Good match. You know, she was someone that was really underrated in NXT. They put her onto TNA, and she's just sprungboard over everybody, literally.
literally, yeah. But I mean, you know,
that's not a word. Springboarded, whatever the right term is. Leapfrog, let's just say it that way. Leapfrog, frog splash, Eddie Guerrero.
Fair.
Although she does take, she was trained by RVD, I think. So her signature move is based off of one of RVD's stuff. So 5-star frog splash over everybody.
Bloody hell, Joe. Jesus Christ. Yeah, so we'll see. Access is showing Turning Point tonight. Oh, that's interesting. That's good. Okay, so I think that's about all we got time for this week, Joe. We've done all right there. Another hour show. We got an hour show in, which is really good. But guys, if you want to show us your support for TNI UK, please feel free to super sticker us and head over to prowrestlingtees.com. Actually,
yes.
Before we go, Joe has got a little unboxing that he wants to do.
Yes, today, as a belated birthday present and an early Christmas present, something arrived for me from the Bison himself. And we have here Bison by Design Smoking Skull hoodie.
Woo!
Thank you very much. I waited to do this. So I wanted to thank you face to face, face close to face as possible too. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it.
What else is in there, buddy?
And this really made me smile. I did not think this was coming. We have the Joker t-shirt. Yes, TNI merch is now officially on BBDwear.co.uk, as well as his gym wear stuff, endorsed by the Machine, Tracy Hogg, Jake Christ. You know, because I have a lot of stuff from there, guys. Go check it out. It's stuck. I've been talking to him since he started this up, and I think it was back in April or May he started this up, and then around about June, July, he started to get stuff together at the internet, and it's just sprung the way that how the progress from then to now is amazing. I just want to congratulate you on that and keep up the good work.
Oh, thanks, buddy. Thank you. Get the shirt out. Let everybody see your shirt. It's yours. This is Joe's own t-shirt. Joe's got his own t-shirt. It is available on the TNI UK impacted section of dvdwear.co.uk. Check it out.
Sticker. I like that cool.
The Smoking Skull, buddy.
Little attention to detail. Yes. We have ourselves the Joker shirt. I'll go get a couple of pictures or something afterwards and put them on my Facebook page or something for you guys too. If you want, and then Twitter and that. There we go. The Joker shirt.
Look at that. If you're a fan of course, my co-host, the Joker, available now, dvdwear.co.uk on the impacted TNI UK impacted section of the website. Go and check it out. There is a Bison one on there if you're interested in the Bison. There's also a logo shirt as well with the actual, you know, the one that's behind me right here.
Yeah.
The logo one. And also, I know he's not with us at the moment, but he will be coming back to the show. We have got the Limpstar shirt on there as well. You're going to like that one. You're going to like that one.
That was a good one. That is a good one.
Shirt. It's a really, really good shirt. But like I said, go and check it out, bbdwear.co.uk. I've even got it down here. Look, it's right down.
Yeah.
Ooh, hang on, where is it?
It's in the description too, guys. Don't worry.
In the description, and it's right here on my thing. You can see it. Hang on. What's going on? Oh, there. Right. Hang on. I tell you what. it's not happening for me, is it? It's right there.
Yeah.
Right there. Yeah.
Blow his fingers.
Yeah, exactly. Right below the fingers. Right behind you. I really want to see those fingers. But listen. Anyway, guys, you need to go and check it out. Go and check it out, guys. It's good. That's where all of our TNI UK stuff is now. Go and check it out. That'd be really cool.
Hakeem, good to see you.
Hello, buddy. Thanks for joining us, even though we're about done. But there you go. But if you want to get some official Total Nonstop Impact shirts, also, you can get those on the Spreadshirt store, which is also available via links available on our YouTube channel as well. So go and check that out if you want to get those. All TNI shows are also available to you listen on the Go fans as audio only by SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, wherever you list your favorite shows. Of course, we are there. Where can we find you, of course, Joe, on the socials?
Oh God, I've missed this too. You can find me on look for. I forgot how the acronym goes now. Shit. Oh God. Yes, you can on Twitter at JK Empty Space, or jump onto Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Look for hashtag Empty Space, hashtag Into the Void, or hashtag Daily Giggle. But to never mind, you just might keep your sanity.
Sanity. Of course, sanity. And if you want to follow, obviously, TNI on the socials, we're available pretty much everywhere at We Talk Impact is where you'll find the Total Nonstop Impact stuff everywhere. And if you're interested in finding out more or following the Bison, you'll be able to follow me at Lord Bison 45 on the X. I'm also available on TikTok at Bison by Design. And of course, if you want to check out Bison by Design clothing brand at bbdwear.co.uk is where you'll find a brand spanking new website, guys. Go and check it out. It is so good. I really want you guys to let me know what you think about it when we're on next week. It's a great site. Go and check it out. Please take the time on helping us out, moving up the rankings on YouTube by giving us a thumbs up. And if you're new to us and you like what you see, then please consider hitting that subscribe button. And don't forget to give the bell a tickle, a squeeze, or of course a smash to never miss any of the TNA related content we've got coming out each and every single week. Not just from, of course, us, but also from the US guys too. With all that said, I've been Bison. He has been coming to us. Sorry, he's come to us from the void, of course. We're in the void right now. The Joker. And of course, this has been episode 253 of Impacted. Take care, everyone.
Good to see you guys. See you next week. Much love to the TNI tribe.